The puppy in the storm.
In a cozy little house on the edge of a vibrant forest, there lived a loving mother dog and her playful puppy. Their home was filled with warmth and laughter, with the sun always casting a gentle glow through the windows. One bright morning, as the sun peeked over the horizon, the mother dog prepared for a trip outside. She looked down at her curious little puppy, who was wagging his tail in excitement.
"Puppy, I'm going out today. Until I come back home, my puppy listen to me carefully and stay home. Play inside and be safe,"
she said gently, her voice filled with both love and concern. The puppy nodded enthusiastically, eager to be a good dog and keep his mother's instructions. As soon as the door closed behind the mother dog, the puppy's eyes widened with excitement. The sky outside was clear, and the sun shone brightly, inviting him to explore. He trotted to the window and peered out.
It's such a beautiful day,
the puppy thought to himself, his tail wagging uncontrollably. The call of adventure was too tempting, and he couldn't resist the urge to step outside. He nudged the door open with his little nose and bounded out into the fresh air, his paws dancing over the grass. The puppy explored the garden, chasing butterflies and sniffing flowers. He frolicked around, enjoying the freedom and the sunshine. Time seemed to fly by as he played and sniffed every corner of the garden. The world outside was so captivating, and he forgot all about the time. However, as the morning turned to afternoon, the weather began to change. Dark clouds gathered in the sky, and a gust of wind swept through the garden. The once calm and sunny day turned into a stormy afternoon. Rain began to pour down in heavy, relentless sheets. The puppy, who was so absorbed in his play, didn't notice the storm until the first raindrops hit his fur.
Oh no!
The puppy barked, realizing he was soaked through. The rain fell harder, and the once vibrant garden was now a blur of gray and green. The puppy tried to find shelter, but the rain seemed to follow him everywhere. His fur was matted and dripping, and he felt cold and uncomfortable. The storm raged on, and the puppy whimpered, missing the warmth and safety of home. He finally found a small overhang near the garden shed where he huddled, shivering. He looked up at the darkened sky and felt a pang of regret for not listening to his mother's advice. After what felt like an eternity, the rain began to ease, and the clouds slowly started to break apart. The puppy, still shivering but now dry, made his way back to the house. He pushed the door open with his damp nose, and the familiar warmth of home enveloped him. He scampered inside, his heart racing as he awaited his mother's return. When the mother dog finally came home, she was met with a sight that tugged at her heart. Her little puppy, soaked and shivering, looked up at her with wide, apologetic eyes. She immediately wrapped him in a warm, comforting hug and dried him off with a fluffy towel.
I'm sorry, Mom.
The puppy said softly, his voice filled with regret.
I should have stayed inside like you told me.
The mother dog smiled kindly and nuzzled him.
"It's all right, my dear. We all make mistakes. But next time, remember that following advice can keep us safe. Let's warm up by the fire and dry off together."
The puppy nodded, grateful for his mother's understanding. As they settled by the fireplace, the puppy snuggled close, feeling the warmth and love that filled their home. The storm outside had passed, and the sun began to peek through the clouds once more. The puppy had learned a valuable lesson about listening and staying safe, and he was happy to be back in the comforting embrace of his loving mother.